In February 1945, as World War II neared its end, the leaders of the Allied powers met once again, this time in the Crimean resort city of Yalta. Franklin D. Roosevelt of the United States, Winston Churchill of Britain, and Joseph Stalin of the Soviet Union gathered to decide the fate of a world soon to emerge from the ashes of war. The Yalta Conference took place from February 4th to 11th, 1945. By then, victory in Europe was clearly in sight. Soviet troops were less than 70 kilometers from Berlin, while the Western Allies were advancing across the Rhine. But behind this unity against Nazi Germany, deep political differences were already taking shape. The main focus at Yalta was post-war Europe, how to manage Germany after its defeat, and how to restore order to liberated countries. The Big Three agreed that Germany would be divided into 4 occupation zones, controlled by the United States, Britain, the Soviet Union, and France. Berlin itself would also be divided. Germany would face demilitarization, denazification, and reparations. Poland became the most contentious issue. Stalin insisted that Poland's borders be shifted westward, giving the Soviet Union control of eastern territories and compensating Poland with German lands in the west. He also promised to allow free elections in Poland, though his true intention was to establish a pro-Soviet government. Churchill and Roosevelt accepted the compromise, hoping to preserve unity for the final push against Japan. At Yalta, Roosevelt sought Soviet cooperation in the Pacific. Stalin agreed that, once Germany was defeated, the Soviet Union would enter the war against Japan within 3 months. In return, he demanded territorial concessions in Asia, including parts of Manchuria and the Kuril Islands. The conference also laid the foundation for the United Nations, Roosevelt's vision for a new world body that could prevent future global conflicts. Stalin and Churchill agreed to participate, marking one of Yalta's lasting achievements. When the Yalta Conference ended, the Allies presented a united front to the world. Victory was near, peace was coming, and cooperation seemed possible. But beneath the agreements lay growing suspicion. Stalin's armies already occupied most of Eastern Europe, and his promises of democracy would soon be broken. Within months, the war would end, and a new struggle would begin. The Yalta Conference had shaped the post-war map of Europe, but it also set the boundaries of the Cold War that would divide it for the next half-century.